Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video of Tech Wafer. Hopefully you're having a great day. Adil here, your host, and today we are about to unbox a new product from Infinix, and I just hope that you like this new setup. And with that being said, we're about to unbox Infinix Note 12 from Infinix, and it has MediaTek Helio G96 along with 256 GB of internal storage and 8 GB of RAM, which is further expandable up to 5 gigs, and totally you'll be getting almost 13 gigs of RAM. So there we go. These were the core specifications, and the color that we got with us is Snowfall. Infinix Note 12 is available in 3 different variants, and the pricing information is appearing on your screen. If you pre-order this smartphone from Xpark or Droz, you will get free earbuds along with temperature monitoring water bottle for a limited time only. Let's just quickly unbox the smartphone and then we'll proceed towards the first impressions, and here we go. Okay, so now that you have seen the unboxing of the Infinix Note 12, let's just jump on to the first impressions of the smartphone, starting with its design. If we look at the back of the smartphone, it not only looks premium, but it is elegant too. The snowfall color is quite impressive, I guess. Not only that, but the camera bump at the back provides glossy effect, and it is quite minimal. There is also a pink shade that appears depending on the light angle. And speaking about the overall shape, you are getting a flat edges design. The phone is not 100% flat around the edges, but it is flat enough that it can stand on its own without any support. And now let's just find out how much the smartphone weighs with 5000 mAh battery inside and a slim form factor of 7.8mm thickness. The smartphone weighs only 187 grams. Not only that, these are easily accessible, but the power button, which also acts as a fingerprint scanner, works quickly and it unlocks the phone instantaneously, as you can see. And now speaking about the performance of the face unlock, it not only works in a bright environment, but it works quite impressively even in a dark environment. Let me show you a sample. So the phone is unlocked, as you can see. There we go. Now let me turn off the lights and then we'll test it again. Hey Google, turn off recording.
Got it. Turning off 2 outlets.
And as you can see, even though the lights are turned off and there is barely any light, but still the phone is unlocking quite decently and quickly. And now let's just check out the volume rockers. These are a bit clicky, but even though it's a large smartphone with 6.7 inches screen, yet I can approach these volume rockers without using second hand, so I think it's an okayish volume rockers placement. On the front, the smartphone is carrying a 6.7 inches Full HD Plus AMOLED screen instead of an IPS panel, and you're getting a Full HD Plus panel here with bright colors, and at the top of that you are getting a Full HD Plus resolution in the smartphone, so there won't be any problem when you are using the smartphone on day-to-day basis. The only downside I think in this smartphone's display is that this phone is missing 90 Hz refresh rate, even though Infinix is a brand known to provide at least 90 Hz of refresh rate in their smartphones. Otherwise, the colors and saturation along with the viewing angle on this smartphone are surprisingly well. And while we are speaking about the display, the smartphone is also carrying a Widevine L1 support. That means you can watch HDR enabled content on 4K on services like Netflix and Disney Plus and also on YouTube. And at the top of that, the smartphone is also carrying a dual speaker system. So this speaker and the calling speaker works in synchronization, and the overall experience is like this. So with the dual speaker setup and the true color technology on the smartphone, the overall viewing experience becomes immersive. Speaking about the rest of the features, when it comes to the display, the smartphone is carrying 393 pixel per inches density for the Pixels people out there, and it also has 86% screen to body ratio thanks to its AMOLED panel and thin bezels. Not only that, but you're also getting Corning Gorilla Glass 3 at the front, so you're also getting the display of the smartphone protected. So there we go, and that was pretty much it about the display. And now speaking about the performance, the smartphone is backed by MediaTek's Helio G96, and along with that you are getting 256 GB of internal storage and 8 GB of RAM, which is further expandable obviously. And speaking about the benchmarks, we'll talk about them later, but G96 is an year-old chipset. It was launched back in June 2021, and it is a decent chipset, and it is based on 12nm fabrication process, so it can provide you an optimum performance for the price point if the smartphone is launched at the price point I'm expecting it to be. And now, is it worth buying for the gamers? The G96 is obviously a performance-oriented chipset, and it can provide you decent backup when it comes to the gaming. I've tried Apex Legends, which has been recently launched, and it has provided me an impressive gameplay capability, and it allowed me to play the game on ultra setting and high frame rate without any frame drop. There were minor frame drops when you're launching, but during the gameplay there were no frame drops, and I was consistently getting 40 FPS during the gameplay without frame drops. So when it comes to the gaming capabilities of the G96 on Infinix Note 12, I hope that it will not disappoint you. Speaking about the software, you are getting Android 12.0 at the top of XOS 10.6, which is the latest skin of Infinix. And as far as the overall software experience is concerned, the navigation dock appears from here, and you can access the notification by swiping from the left side of the smartphone. There are still some bloatwares pre-installed, but you can just tap and uninstall them just like that. And apart from that, the overall user experience of the software is quite smooth. There is no hiccup or lags that you can experience on this smartphone. And while speaking about the software, you are getting the always on display mode because of the AMOLED panel, and you can customize it as per your liking. So there we go with the software of the Infinix Note 12. I just hope that they will provide continuous updates of the software for the next 2 years or so. And with that being said, now let's just move on to the camera department. Now speaking about the cameras, you are getting a triple camera setup with quad LED flash on the Infinix Note 12 at the back. And speaking about the cameras, it has a 50 megapixel primary shooter along with a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a QVGA sensor at the back. And the overall camera's placement is quite decent and it looks premium. At the front, you are getting a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. As far as the camera performance is concerned, you are looking at the camera samples of the Infinix Note 12 on your screen right now. Do let me know what do you think of them. I personally think the 50 megapixel sensor works quite decently and it can capture reasonable selfies too, but we'll cover the camera in the complete review video, so stay tuned for that. Speaking about the battery, the smartphone carries 5000 mAh massive battery with a 33 watt power brick, and in our initial tests, the smartphone was charged in 53% from 17 up to 85%, quite a decent charging speed, and hopefully the smartphone can be charged up to 100% in around 1 hour and 20 minute mark. Not only that the charging speed of the smartphone is enough, but it can last a full day under heavy usage, and I can confirm that. And if you're concerned about the battery life, you should not be worried about if you're willing to buy this smartphone. And for the time being, that was pretty much it about the Infinix Note 12's unboxing and the first impressions. I just hope that you liked this video. If you related, a like on the video and sub to the Tech Wafer channel will be appreciated, and it will keep me motivated to create more content like it. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.